guys, welcome to IG Live. And before we get started today, I just want to say something. I remember when the pandemic first really escalated and in New York, I remember the months of April and May and how devastating it was, how we felt all the time, and it just weighed so heavily because you were watching the news or you had friends who had family members impacted, and sometimes I would call friends in other states, and it was hard to relate because they weren't going through that. They didn't have the sirens everywhere all the time. They didn't, drive by hospitals and see what was going on. And now a lot of other parts of the United States are facing something really different than what we are facing in Asia or in Europe or in New York. So I just want to say that we're very aware of that, and just in general, it's why the tone of these style sessions, we're having fun and we need some levity in life, right? But we also, I'm very serious when I say that these are not sessions that are telling you what to go buy. Please, really look at this stuff and let it inspire you for what you can do in your own closet. Find out new tricks. If you do want to buy something new, and you can, and that's great. And I hope you buy it from us, because I'm going to be really transparent. That's the key. I do hope it's Tibi. I hope you buy it from one of our great specialty stores that we work with. But if you don't, or if you're scared about your job right now, or if you've lost your job, it's a crazy time right now. So we are keeping this light and keeping it about style, because style to us is about what's inside of you and communicating what is inside of you, and it is not just about stuff. So to put stuff in perspective like I did, Dion's going to come out here, and this is one of our new favorite items.
Hi, how's it going? So today we're going to talk about how to take your new pieces or old pieces and repurpose them to wear from January to December. Right now I'm actually wearing all new pre-fall stuff. More importantly, the balloon pants that we've been discussing in previous live videos. And right now I just have the perfect work outfit, and if I take the blazer off, it becomes a chill work from home outfit as well. So these separates are in silk. They're in an eco silk, so they're actually an eco-friendly, beautiful silk fabrication that's actually sourced from China.
Let me say something too, real quick. On the eco silk, there is it's actually even done with a wash where the dyes do not go back into the system. It is treated really, really carefully. The impact on the environment is 1/100 of what it normally is.
So this top has a split detail in the back, and then has the ties that you can tie in a half bow or even hanging loose. But these separates are really things that you can dress up or down. I could wear this with a flip-flop and change into a sweatshirt, which I'll show you many different ways to wear. But we're starting out with this look because it's truly seasonless. This is something that I can wear in the office right now, and then when I leave to go home at night, I can just take my blazer off and have my sweatshirt, these really nice loose balloon pants, and a sandal. And just for the record, I'm 5'6". I'm wearing a size 4, but I actually have it clamped in the back because I'm normally wearing a 2 in the pants. In case anyone's wondering, I know there's always questions about sizing. The top I'm wearing is a size small, and then the blazer is a size 4.
And actually, I've had a lot of requests from you guys on how this pant looks if you're taller. So, Shani, are you in the closet?
Yeah.
So, Shani is around 5'10", and she's wearing the size 4 as well. And so, you can see she could size down if she wanted to, but the pant would sit about a solid. If she sized down, not only would the pant fit higher, but the pant would also be 1 inch shorter on a grade. So this is where sometimes when I tell you guys, if you are a little bit taller, some items can really be sized up without feeling like you're compromising anything about the fit or the design of the pant, because you can imagine here, like when we're grading this spec, I'm not sure what this thigh is. I want to say probably it's like 43 by the time you spread out the pleats. So as we go up in size, one size up, maybe this thigh is 44, but with that amount of fullness, you can barely even see the inch. So when you've got a fuller pant that is fitted at the waist, when you grade up or down, the real big differences are going to be on the body length and on the waist. So when something hits you higher, it's going to fit you shorter anyways. The shorter length, it's really going to look short. So if you are, 5'11" and you're normally a 4 in Tibi, but you want it to fit a little bit longer, Shani would normally be a 2 in Tibi. So you can see how this is giving her some extra length because she's getting the length 1 inch here because it's sitting lower, and she's getting the extra inch in the body length. So that's 2 full inches. So, it's a nice difference, and you can see on Dion being 5'6" and Shani's 4 inches taller, that's the difference in the amount of ankle showing. Now, if we have problems beyond that, you guys need to start a little petition, and we can see later on if we can add a tall girl version. But anyways, that's the comparison. Thanks, guys.
So I'm going to get changed so I can show you how you can transition this look, because this is definitely a great transitional summer to pre-fall outfit, and I'm going to show you how to pair that even with different shoes and dress it up and down. So I'll be right back.
Okay. This morning I came to work wearing a white dress, and then I changed into some of the jeans from our fall collection. These are coming up. We had the ones with the ruched sides that we just delivered that are sold out in quite a few sizes. So I wanted to go ahead and show you guys the fall ones. I actually was wearing these backwards in the office for a little while because it is a backwards jean, and I didn't mean to wear it backwards, but I did, so you might make that mistake at home. But anyways, this jean body is based off of, if you have the rubberized denim or the patent from spring, it's a really, really good jean, and it fits just like the ones from spring. But what I wanted to show you guys was how I had done my belt. I had some requests asking how to do it. So I'm wearing our blazer that is on the site now from spring, or from summer actually. So what you want to do is feed the belt in. And honestly, I'm not wearing the belt with the jeans right now because this is high-waisted and it looked better when I was wearing the dress. But I just want to show you what to do with the belt. So you see I have this other opening here, but I didn't slide the belt through the other opening. I'm just keeping it here. And then I just did the wrap around here. So this kind of gives you this, one-sided, asymmetrical look here. If I'm wearing a dress, which I am in my Instagram feed, you can see it's a pretty cool thing. But this is what we love about this jacket, and this is kind of a forever style that we've been running. But it's really cool, and it's interesting, and it's basic, but it's not all basic. So we know that is a really good thing.
So now I've just thrown on the heat press sweater that I showed you last week. It comes in this color, and then also this beautiful cream color as well. Beautiful, supple, amazing. This is that sweater that we were talking about that you can just scrunch up, throw in your bag, and throw it on over your tank top in the office.
A lot of people asked about the length of that sweater.
The length, yeah. So if you see, it's actually hitting like right above my hip bone. So it's good for tucking in without adding bulk, but it's still gonna add some length for pants that are a little bit more of a mid-rise, since I'm wearing these a little bit higher. Like I could even half tuck this too, and even do my hairband trick too for just a really eased out look. Also, see, I'm wearing it with the puffy sandals so it looks a little bit more elevated, but say I wanted to make this more of like a work from home look, I'm just gonna change.
The two left feet.
They're the two left feet, that's fine. You'll get the gist. Okay,
Yeah.
So here I just have on the little fuzzy slides, which is just very easy. Also, for your grocery run, you can throw this on with a sneaker and you're gonna be the chicest woman at Whole Foods. So if you notice, the pants have not changed, but we've done so many different outfit permutations already. So what's great about this is something that if you're always cold indoors, throw this in your bag, wear a tank top and your flat slides and you're good to go. Yeah. I'm gonna show a heavier coat, and then I'm going to show boots next.
Someone was asking to see the jeans without the jacket. So the jeans are, I mean, they really are meant to look like backwards jeans, so you can understand my fuck up this morning. But anyway, so you've got the 2 pockets here, and then it's got 2 welt pockets here. Don't wear it with the tag either. Just the sales team is going to make me give these back afterwards. But this is a jean, and it's got a little bit of stretch in it. It's super, super comfortable. So, and then what I like about it the most is it has stretch in it, but it doesn't look all skeevy. And, you know, sometimes when jeans have too much stretch in them, they just, I don't know, they're just like kind of gross looking. So when things can look really raw and denim-y and strong, but still have a lot of comfort to it, that's a holy grail. Because sometimes when I love a real good raw jean and then you wear it and you're like chafed like hell, it looks like someone's been like sanding down your thighs for days. So, you know, it's really good if you could just strike that right balance here. And this is the tie-dye t-shirt from Pre-Fall? New collection, Pre-Fall that I'm wearing. So, yeah. And we have this in the men's world too. Go.
So someone was asking me actually about how to wear these with a boot. And while I think that a lot of people mostly own booties in their closet, here I think it's going to cut off your leg line to do a bootie. So that's why I'm actually wearing a tall, slim boot underneath. These aren't out quite yet, but you'll see them pretty soon. But I have them. You have to have a skinny boot to pull this off to put it underneath. Otherwise, you're going to see the seam of the top of the boot. So just so you can get kind of like a closer visual on that. It keeps the leg line very nice and long, and then here I'm just wearing it with like my oversized modern twin set going on. This is the Eco Tweedy.
What does my blazer look like over your?
Yeah, let's try it.
Just curious.
So just look like a blazer as well. Like.
So it's just like
Very
mixing
cute.
all those shades when we talk about one ton or none. That's
Yeah. Because you're wearing a lot of neutrals, and then this is kind of like a really nice add pop of color that's not too extreme. But what's great about this is you can do this with the cream version of the Eco Tweedy as well. But even here, like with the boots, it's a great outfit. In the same black sandals that I was wearing before, or a flat slide, this outfit can be very transitional as well, just with the camisole and throwing a black blazer on top. But I just wanted to show you with a tall, slim boot, in case you guys are wondering how to wear this for winter time.
I also I had someone DM me last week asking, you know, could those silk pants really be a 12-monther? Like, you know, are you really walking around, you know, Chicago or Prague in December in that silk pant? And I mean, maybe not Prague or Chicago, but it really, if you just put on a pair of tights underneath it, or hosiery, so that, not tights because you're going to get like static all over, but if you wore a pair of hose underneath it, that would give you an extra layer of protection if you're in a city that is like New York, San Fran, or Milan type weather. That can definitely get you year round, and it is a little bit of a heavier silk. It's definitely not like a light habitai, so it really is like it's a weight that has a lot of body to it, so you can get a lot of mileage out of it.
Okay. So here I've changed sweaters, and I want to show you how you can wear volume with these pants, because this is, you know, this is a sweater that does all the talking with this beautiful sculpted sleeve, and then you have the balloon pants, but it actually creates a nice long lean silhouette with the boots. You can also do this with a flat sandal as well for that perfect in-between weather. We don't really get much of that in New York, but you know, if you're in San Francisco, that's like the perfect outfit: a sweater, sandal, everything.
So proportion-wise, when we talk about big, slim skin, like you've got your skin showing.
Yes,
this
in my
sleeve is
arms.
great, but if this were like big, and if because the shoe is quite slim.
It is slim.
There's your slim, and then you've got your skin up top,
Yes.
and then you've got your big here and in the volume of the pants.
So it's very important when we talk about big, slim skin. The reason why this works is because my arms are showing. If this were a long sleeve sweater, this is too much coverage. So if you did the same sculpted top and then you did these pants and it had a full sleeve on it, then you would have to do like a strappy sandal or something to, or just having a flat like this loafer to kind of see the difference here. So if I had a full sleeve on, then I would have to have some ankle. Yeah.
And I just want to say too, one of the, whenever I've done a magazine interview right now, one of the biggest questions that's being asked is, you know, how is COVID affecting what you're designing right now or what you're buying? And I think if we look at, you know, one example here is the way that it's affected us from a design perspective, and I know already from a buying perspective, is something needs to look cozy for me to be able to buy it. And it doesn't absolutely have to be worn in my bedroom or my living room, but if I can't see myself in my bedroom or living room in it, then it seems really out of touch right now. So that's where like this sweater and these pants really hit all those marks, because if she is in her living room, she doesn't look like a crazy person. She's absolutely perfect for going outside because of all the structure to it. But it is like, it's soft, but you can see like every time I do that, it goes right back out to keep its shape. So I think when you can manage that texture that is really soft and cozy, but she doesn't look like you're like Dion, either get out of bed or like get dressed. Like she looks like she's dressed. So
and also you'll be the chicest person on the Zoom call with this sleeve situation. Everyone's gonna be like, what's she wearing? But still looks appropriate, which I think is so important. I'm gonna go get changed and I'm gonna try out the stylist. Should I do the stylist dress?
Yes.
I'll do the biker short with this first.
Okay. Hey Dion, what were we doing the sweatshirt with? I can't remember.
Oh, these pants. Why don't I do the sweatshirt?
Okay. So someone asked to see the blazer again, and I just want to show you some of the other options for. So one other way of doing this is you put the belt through, but you leave the back open, and that's really, really flattering because, like, you know, when we talk about the proportions of big, slim, and skin, this just proportion here where from the front it's really nice and slim, and again, if I was wearing a dress, this would be better. It's nice and slim, but then from the back, you've got the volume there. And so it just, you know, it's just so much more interesting than some boring, stupid blazer, you know? So that's doing it this way. And, I mean, listen, there's more tricks you could do with it, but, you know, it's not like a slicer dicer machine, so just try and limit yourself. But also, I'm just a big fan too of just doing whatever you want with jackets. So a lot of times too, I'll just bring my jacket in really close, and sometimes too, I will even add a safety pin right there from the inside. So really just play. I've told you guys, safety pins and rubber bands are your best friends in your closet. So you can really just play around and, you know, be cozy. If you got the white joggers from pre-fall, this and a gray t-shirt and the white jogger is like perfect for the airplane, because when it gets colder, you just do that and you can belt up around yourself.
What size are you wearing?
I am wearing a size 4.
Okay, so I wanted to show you how you can keep doing this with proportion, because this is the Liam coat that you guys all know and love. We've made it in camel and a wool. We've made it in navy blue, and now we have it in this. It's called the Silas Jacquard. I showed you this during one of our lives earlier when we were actually just now showing previews of pre-fall merchandise. This is that Liam coat, which means it's drop shoulder. It's got 2 buttons, and then it has that custom metal ring detail that we love on our coats. And then here with just a classic black turtleneck and the gray really makes this all work. Also, again, you have to have a little bit of skin on the foot. So something like a mule or a sandal works here.
Can I, when you go back and do your sweatshirt, can I have your jacket? And I just want to show the different proportions.
And then here, this is just also a great transitional outfit that's perfect for the office. You can throw that black blazer, that corseted blazer that I was wearing before on top, or even throwing on that cardigan to create more of a slim fit by having the black underneath.
And you've got that thing in the back, your hair.
Yes.
Just so good.
Fun fact about this is such a great design detail.
It does make me want like a hair extension.
Yeah. So this is so that you can actually tuck your hair in, because there's nothing worse than like struggling with your coat in winter months and then getting your hair caught in your scarf. I don't even wear scarves at this point because of that. So having this hair tuck thing just makes everything more streamlined. You don't have to worry about hair static, things that, you know, make my eye twitch and give me anxiety. So this is something that really helps with that when you throw your coat on. All right, I'll
Someone
get
was
you.
asking if the pants are easily shortened, and they are. It's just an elastic waistband run through there. So,
Yeah.
you know, definitely don't grab scissors to these at home unless you
Yes.
are good.
Don't have them.
But the point is, someone can shorten them without messing up the proportions. Sometimes when you shorten a pant, if it's got a real defined knee area, then it kind of gets it out of wonk, but that's not going to happen with these. So, all right, so this is our more traditional blazer here, and this has got the inset armhole. And I just want to show you guys then this blazer with a jean that is a little more fitted. So Dion had it on with the balloon pant, and I know that, you know, it was a lot of volume, and that definitely is a different confidence level there. So, you know, what you can do is also wear it with a slimmer pant, and even honestly, a real long, slim jogger type pant is good here too. But this is with the belt pant, and we just, you know, guys, we keep selling this Liam blazer over and over. We do it in different colors, and this is, I think we talked about this fabric last time, but I don't expect you to memorize everything. But this is that really kind of gross, fabulous Italian 70s, but completely updated fabrication. It is what you like if you go into a vintage shop and you like have this in your mind that you're going to find that fabric, and then you touch it and it's really gross and stinky and smelly and heavy. This is like the modern, amazing version of it. So this is our Liam, and of course it has our little gray back on it. Okay, so
I'm wearing this with a sweatshirt, and Amy's going to show us a little style hack here. Still got my turtleneck underneath because it's also just great for layering. I just wanted to show it as an underlayer. Okay, so. Oh my gosh.
trust me. Okay, so what I'm going to do is we're going to take this sweatshirt, which is like obviously like, oh, Dion's wearing a sweatshirt.
I
So
know.
what-
Who knew?
But what we're going to do is we're going to turn it into like a little bit of like a more interesting top. And, you know, again, this is one like, please go grab any sweatshirt. I read that Hanes' stock is like way up right now since COVID, so I'm sure that someone in your world has that sweatshirt. But what you're going to do is you're going to slit it right up the middle here. Take it to there, okay? So see what I've done?
Okay, so you cut it halfway, so that's actually meeting right at the waistband. Great.
You just have like a more fitted, polished,
Exactly.
put together little sweater look.
Because that's how I'm going to wear a sweatshirt. Because I've got like a long torso, so if I'm wearing like a wide pant with a sweatshirt, it needs to be a little bit more cropped, or I'm going to make it very dorky and tuck it in. But this is a great way to wear it, and it's still something that looks very polished back to the sandal. Super easy.
These sweatshirts, we did these for New York Fashion Week. It's a crazy old concept. We used to do fashion shows in cities.
Remember those?
And anyway, so this was from fall. So if any of you guys want it, if you DM Ashton or Silver or Teresa at the store, they do have the sweatshirts available. They run SML, and Dion's wearing the size small. I'm a 4. When I did this trip the first time, I thought that it would be really cool and stylish to do it on a medium. But what happened is when I grabbed it all in, it just made everything feel bigger on the top and not in a good way.
Do your actual size. Also, if you really want to elevate further, if you have the shoulder pad tank at home, throw it
Yes.
underneath. Because you know I like a strong shoulder. So. Also, if you don't want it in the dead center, you can also do it on one side and tie it as well. Kind of a new take on the hairband trick too.
One other thing too is
Oh yeah, belt loop trick. Yeah, Very
Just through
cute.
the boat. Ooh, walk closer. That's cute.
It's super cute.
Yeah.
So kind of the same concept as the hair tie trick, but now you've cut a slit in it.
So now if you have a husband, boyfriend, brother, sons, whatever at home, you can go chop up all their sweatshirts.
You can.
They're going to love you for it.
Yeah, while they're, Marie Kondoing their closet, you can just take all of their oversized. And also, if you have a really big one and it's not a fitted sweatshirt, try doing both sides. Actually, it might be
That's
interesting.
really cute.
I love this. No, this is super cute. Can I keep this? Okay.
It's yours.
All right, I'll be back. I'm going to try and go back to work now.
So, one thing, since I was just talking about Ashton, Silver, and Teresa, is I want to, these IG Lives have really been very successful on a lot of different levels because we're getting to hear from our customers. I'm learning so much, and I know from hearing from you guys that you're learning a lot as well too. So what I want to do though is make sure that we're always giving you guys the best service possible. I don't want to ever set up expectations that we don't fulfill on simply because maybe we're not being as clear as possible about like where to go to for information, right? Because God help the poor soul that DMs me for specific information, because anyone knows, including my kids, I don't even know what's happening tomorrow. So I don't want people to walk away and be like, damn, I DM'd that bitch Amy at Tibi and she did not know if there was a tariff going to whatever country. So what I want to do is help you guys make sure you know where to go to for the best information. So when there is a question about shipping or duties or returns or anything like that, your best bet is customer service at tibi.com. Remember, in our world, we're a small company, so even though that sounds like a big name, what that really means is Sam at the desk around the corner from us. She's a real person, but it's customer service at tibi.com. Am I right? Customer care at Tibi. See? That's why you don't want to DM me. It's customer care at tibi.com. Okay, then the second thing is Teresa, Silver, and Ashton. They are the three style gurus at the Tibi store at our flagship. And they are the ones that they can put together amazing packages for you. They will let you know if we've got something at the store that maybe we don't have available online. They can help you with something if you want to put together a whole package or even things online. They are the ones that will help you break down your style, and we're going to do a profile on each of them in a day or two because they all bring a different set of a twist, right? Tibi's always clean and modern, effortless, and creative, pragmatic, but maybe Ashton has more of a sporty twist to it, and Silver's got that just petite Spitfire spit going on, position going. These aren't even real words now that I'm saying. So that's what those guys are there for. And then Dion is kind of the master of our styling and positioning at corporate HQ. So she's the one really putting together these overall looks and helping build that bigger statement for us as a brand. And then I'm just here Instagramming away on the train in New York and trying to answer your questions as best I can. And but we're doing everything ourselves, so I apologize if you don't hear from someone right away, but I did want to let you know that Teresa, Ashton, and Silver, they are the best, and so reach out to them for all those really good detailed style questions.
Amy, how tall are you?
I am 5'4" and a half.
How tall are you?
I am 5'6". Okay, so just showing again how to use proportion with this Eco Tweety sweater, just because I really believe in it. This is that same stylistic card biker short. I have a little turtleneck underneath for a little bit of extra warm, and then I've got this on. So, you're gonna give me your coat? Mm-hmm. Thank you. So,
the sweater.
Yeah. So, I have this look on here, but say I wanted to do this as a full suit, I can always take this sweater off, which I'm going to show you in a minute. But just showing you that you can really make this transitional back to some black mules. And even with biker shorts, I got so creative last winter when it came to I was just so tired of wearing jeans all the time and long trousers. I wanted to show a little bit of leg to kind of balance proportion. So you can even try a black sheer tight with this. But if you're going to do that, try to keep it neutral with whatever else you're doing. So I'm going to try this on with the jacket.
yesterday, when did I do the post with the black? Monday. Today's Wednesday. I don't know what time it is anymore. I did a post and I was wearing the black leather trouser skirt in the post. And I was wearing a size 4 in that. And that was from last year. It's a trouser skirt. It hit quite a little bit lower on the waist and it had pleats right there. We don't have that trouser skirt anymore. It's been sold out for a while now. But what we do have is the black, really super, super soft leather skirt here. And we did this as an exclusive for Net-a-Porter and for ourselves. But this is a good option as well if you don't do the trouser skirt. Now, I wear a size 4 in Tibi, and this one is definitely more fitted on me. And the intent is, I mean, to be honest, like I could Spanx it right here and I feel better in my thighs when I wear the 4 in this. But it really is better with Spanx because when I go up to a 6, it is too big. What's nice is the way the slits are when you're standing there, pretend like you're hailing a cab like that. It almost looks like you're wearing Bermuda shorts, but you're not. It's a skirt. And it's really, really, it's so soft. But you have to get it to know that. But it's really like, you can tell, like, soft.
Put that one on with this too.
Yes.
So I just wanted to show you guys here back to the shorts. I've done this look before, but I just wanted to show you again, just because this is like a nice, interesting take on the short suit. It's really fun and chic back to the mules, or you can even do a sandal for something very transitional. But what's great is that the same look works here with a tall boot, which I'll show you in a minute. I'll be back.
Sorry, it's like I look at the videos, I'm such a asshole running around here with all these. So anyways, I hope this is helpful to you guys so far. What we're really leading up to is I've been talking about how we're going to do a session that really is about overhauling your closet. And I will remind again, I talked about thinking about your wardrobe in terms of what we call the WOFs, the things that work without fail, so without fail, WOFS. And then there are the in and outs, the new pieces that you might buy each season that are great and they're fabulous and they're not the world's biggest classic, but you have no regrets buying them and you'll wear them for a good 2 or 3 years. You'll wear them too much for real to be interested in reselling them. And then you have the things that are the had to have, the really emotional pieces, and it kind of looks like this pyramid where your WOFs are on the bottom and the in and outs here and then the had to haves here. So we're exploring the pre-fall collection, but we are starting to show you guys pieces from the fall collection as well, so that you can see like which of those pieces might fall where in your closet and what all goes together, because you know we want you to be thinking about your full wardrobe in your head rather than just now and then later on. Someone else asked if we are going to be saving this IG Live. Yes, we are. We tried to save it last time, but I did something to screw it up, but we're definitely going to save it. So
here's that same look back to the tall tan boots, because I just love it with the tan boot because my mood board is full of photos of Carolyn Bissett at this point. So I really like it with just a turtleneck and the Liam coat. But what's great about this is that if you want to even go a little bit heavier, you can take that same cardigan that I showed you before.
wait, let me see you first, just in this.
Oh yeah, and just this look is great and transitional.
So Dion really does wear a 2 in Tibi. This is the size 4. When she pulls it down lower on the waist, you can see that it fills out everywhere, but truly she should still be wearing a size 2.
Yeah, because waist-wise, like my natural waist is up here.
Yeah.
But even in the 4, if you want a little bit more room, also if you're sitting at a desk, it's like nice to kind of have a little bit of space.
Yeah, but it's a natural soft leather,
It'll give.
so it does have give, and I mean you can tell even when you're wearing it, like it's good.
Because I could even throw this cardigan on. So I've basically just built an entire wardrobe right now.
Yeah.
So chic.
And you guys, it's not this leather skirt, like there's, there's a good shot to have something similar at home.
And if you want to dress it down, you can there's that asymmetrical denim skirt that's on the online outlet that I love from last fall. And it's got a really beautiful panel on it if you want something a little bit more casual, like that denim asymmetrical skirt that we love.
Someone was asking when this boot is going to be available. And I just, Italy had sent me pictures about a week and a half ago, and they were putting the heels on. So it should be coming across the ocean soon, and then a lot of them we leave back in Europe as well. But it's such a good, comfortable boot, and it's really easy to walk in. But
Yeah, they're comfy.
they'll be coming soon.
The
Things.
slip right up when you sit down.
The slip?
Yeah, the slip.
Yeah.
Where you're sitting down in it.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm gonna sit. Totally fine. And even in the back, like if I were sitting on the subway or something, I wouldn't be like grossed out because it's not open in the back. That's something that I probably only I think about, but yeah, it's good. It actually kind of comes together when you sit down, in case you're wondering.
When will the pre-order loafers be arriving? The pre-order loafers will be arriving in, I think those are slated for the end of September. And yeah, so the shoes are, in our world of fashion, what's really crazy though, and I think this is the right thing now going forward. I mean, I know it's the right thing, and it's what a lot of designers are doing. But we are pushing the cycle out so that we're bringing on clothing when you actually want to be buying it. Because in the crazy world of fashion, all this fall stuff really should have been delivered around 6 weeks ago. Which, to be honest, I can't even imagine trying to talk to you about this 6 weeks ago if we were in like a normal world, because it's not right. So the good thing is people are shipping things when they should be shipped. When you get it, you have a high likelihood of being able to wear it because the weather will match the clothing, and that's a really good thing.
Before I change into my next look, I just wanted to show you that while we're still building out outfits, this looks great together too. You've got the slimness to contrast on the skirt and the boot, and then you've got that beautiful sculpted shoulder. I'm going to come back because I have a surprise piece it's amazing. I can't wait to show.
And so that skirt is on sale. So that was part of spring, but it really is one of those things that, like, the season's just irrelevant on it. As long as it doesn't have the words "I am a spring skirt" like stamped on it, then you are fine to wear it. And the more you layer on it, the better it gets. But it is perfect with. I showed you guys on my Instagram the other day what you can do with it. So. Thank goodness I love buying. Yes, exactly. I like buying things in the right season too. When we do a little video recap of this, we'll point out the things that are available to either be reserved or to be pre-ordered. And the ones that we're still pre-ordering on until next week are the Shearling slides with the jewels on them. And then we're going to go into production on those. And then the pre-reserves is to make sure that you guys get the items that you want. And so really, the point of that right now is, like I said, we really cut back on how much we produced for fall. I had no confidence that the pandemic would really be let up by now, and it's not. And so I'm glad that we did cut back, but it means that we cut back. And so we don't have tons of inventory. So, really giving Teresa or Ashton or Silver a heads up that you want something, please do it so that they can lock that down for you. Especially those ruche jeans are almost all gone. I think we have just like a couple pairs left. So this is really good.
Okay. So I'm going to show you how to level up your layering game, and I'm going to show you everything that involves how amazing this jacket is, and then also show you how you can layer under to make this go from early fall to dead of winter. So this is actually a vegan leather trench. So what that means with vegan leather is that it's DMF free, and DMF is like a harmful chemical that is primarily found in faux leather, but this is DMF free, so it's great and it's vegan. So, but And the quality of it is buttery soft. It's beautiful. A few details here. You've got your D-rings on both sides here. And then you've got your custom metal ring detail. But this is where it gets really fun. I'm super excited about this. So you take this top part off.
Dion, you're wearing a size small?
This is the size small. So this opens up to a dress. So I'm still wearing that sweater you saw, and actually the sleeve felt quite comfortable underneath. This is actually one of the lookbook styles from pre-fall. So you have an apron dress, you've got a coat, and then you've got a crop jacket. Amy, can I throw this on you as a crop jacket? Because we like for our pieces to do the most. So you've got 3 different pieces in how to wear it. Now, how chic is that with the mini trench?
So now you've got this full-on like leather jacket action going on the dress, and then it turns into a full trench.
And I just want to show you, there's a zipper detail at the back of the neck that allows that to stay comfortably on when you do have it intact.
Guys, this is so comfy.
So get this coat because it's amazing. It's 3 different pieces. It's also insanely warm when layered properly. Like I'm wearing this sweater with it. It fit comfortably underneath because it has enough give to wear a thick sweater under.
And then because you can tighten this up here, you can like just, sometimes this may sound like duh, but sometimes the way to get through the seasons, like really, if you're in September and you're wearing this over a dress, like honestly, like just bringing the sleeves up like this makes it perfect for September, and then October, and then November, you got a big sweater on underneath it, and so on.
And you know what's fun about this too? Can you help me zip this back on? Because I want to show something, because this is a common issue that a lot of New Yorkers have, is when you're all layered up to get on the subway, and then you're melting the second you get on because it's crowded. There's also a little trick that you can do once it's zipped.
Dion, I'm too
You can
vain
zip
to
it.
put my glasses on.
Oh, you can zip it halfway.
Okay.
You can't get it all the way. You can still execute the trick. I will come back then, and I'll rezip it.
Okay, sorry.
No worries.
I don't have my glasses, and I don't want to be so vain, but last time when I was doing my IG and I had my glasses on, I ripped my artery a few years ago, and it gave me something called Horner syndrome, so one eye is smaller than the other. And when I had my glasses on, I was looking, and just, it was like Mr. Dr. Magoo or whatever, like one eye was like, Ron! Then of course, like my sister called me, and she's like, we have to take you to the emergency room, like your eye's huge. And so anyways, whatever, I promise, like I'm not vain, I don't care, but I do care about like that one eye just looking ridiculous. So anyways, I can't wait to do this whole closet thing with you guys, because, and again, I think I repeat myself, but when we did that thing with the woofs and the in and outs and the had to haves, what was incredible is this is exactly how Tracy and Hannah and I designed the line. That's why we've always had so much friction with the concept of merchandising in a collection, because we do it in such an intuitive way, and I can't believe we haven't really approached it that way for how to do your own closet too. Well, we didn't approach it that way because I didn't talk about this stuff before COVID, I guess. All right, so Dion's got herself zipped up.
I'm all zipped up.
Oh, thank you.
So I have it zipped back again. So sometimes when I'm on the train, I don't want to take my coat all the way off and take off my tote bag and my crossbody and everything like that. But we've made this easy for you, because once this is zipped up, all you have to do is just slide this off very comfortably. You don't have to unzip anything. And you basically have, you know, you can kind of cool off easy. Also, you know, coolest person on the train.
So good.
And this is the navy colorway, if you're wondering. This also comes in a really beautiful, like light, it's like a light version of the latte colorway that you've seen before. It's amazing. So
What color, I'm sorry, what colors did we do in this?
just
Did you
navy,
just say that?
and then the beige color as well. So you've got that option here. So you've got the chicest dress and You're gonna be the coolest person on the train when you're trying to cool off and you don't have to completely take your coat off.
Do we have anything else?
Let's see. Oh,
So-
the dress, the jacquard dress.
Oh, yeah, okay. So what's good, guys, is, everything here has all been in the neutral phase, give or take some. And, we talk a lot about one ton or none. Remember, when you're styling colors, like just, put things all together that you think just are strange, and it's amazing how often they'll work. A lot of times, I look like a jerk if my husband or my sons walk by, but I do selfies in my closet because it pushes yourself to be more experimental. And the more you can grab things that you think would never really go together is when you really get the best surprises about what works. And I was going to say something else, but I can't remember. Okay, so Dion's coming out in that kind of gross 70s amazing Italian fabric again. And I love this dress so much. So she is, here, I'll take that.
I got it. So I'm wearing the dress with the turtleneck underneath again. Just really easy and chic with the tall boots. And then I can even throw this on my shoulders too.
And we did show this, because she's got the turtleneck underneath it, but we did show it just as a dress with a slide.
With like a
so like a
flat
Birkenstock,
slide.
any kind of slide is perfect for.
Yeah, so it's a really chic way to do light layers in early fall. And it also looks great even with that navy trench on top or even in that beige color too. So just a really easy look that's, you don't really have to think to throw these pieces on, but you look like you put forth a ton of effort. You can even play around with belting this one too, which is great. Oh, perfect. Great, got all the accessories. So,
And what I love too, guys, for when you're really playing around with these kind of belts where you're twisting and everything, is if you do buy an old vintage belt, they tend to be really pliable. And if it is an old vintage belt, then you don't care so much if you're really creasing it from doing all the bends. And this is my husband's belt, so he does get a little upset.
wait, this is Greg's belt?
Yeah, but
He's not watching, is he? You should have
But-
told me that. But
Sorry.
yeah. So really easy. That same belt trick that we showed you a couple of series
Really
ago.
good.
Really chic on.
Can you get to the camera closer so we can see the texture?
Yes. So actually, this is just like a beautiful textured brown belt because I feel like with the black underneath, you need a little bit of brown to kind of balance that out so it's not so harsh. Because I think with black, you really have to make sure that you have a little bit of softness there. That's why we always make so many things in browns and grays and things like that. But just very, very chic. You can do a wide belt too. Just make sure it's in a softer color. You might even, if you did a black boot with this look, you could do like a light brown belt or something and it would be really nice.
It's really key to mix the browns with the blacks up because
Yes.
that's what keeps it out of Ralph Lauren territory. That, like when you're wearing it with the brown to, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just playing around with it.
But when you mix the browns and the blacks, you don't look like you've got like a horse attached to your ass or anything. Like it's it looks like you ride the subway and not a horse all day.
That's
How's that?
true.
Right?
But yeah, just a really, really great detail. Also, when you
And can you belt the dress?
Can you belt the dress? Okay, guys.
Can you maybe?
Not everything needs a belt. Just saying. That's just my mantra there.
Let's see it though. Let's see
Okay,
it.
we'll show it, but you know how I feel about belting dresses. I have such a, if it didn't come with the belt, but somebody might prove me wrong here.
But I do want to say this, guys. Here's the thing. We're showing you things in the light of a creative pragmatic, right? It's that balance between creativity and pragmatism. Of course, you can belt the hell out of this dress all day and night as much as you want. When Dion belts this dress, though, she looks a little more uptight. Like, she definitely looks like if her kid got a B in science, she's going right to that teacher and talking to them about the grade, which is fine. And you know what? Like, I should be that mom, but I'm not. But I think that it's a look, and it's really good, and that shows you the versatility of Tibi. But what we do is when we show you the looks on Instagram, when we show you the looks in the styling and in our lookbooks and in the runway show, we're kind of giving it to you really through our lens. But listen, I mean, you can do whatever you want with it. You can shorten it, you can do whatever, and that really is the point that there are lots of different ways to twist it to your own style, because while I'm a creative pragmatic and I'm right in the middle, someone might lean more towards creativity, someone might lean more towards pragmatism, and someone might be super sexy and I'd wonder why the hell they're here, but whatever.
But yeah, if you feel good in it, go for it. I personally think if you're gonna do it though, I think a wider belt would probably be a little bit better, right? Just a little wider than this, right? I wish I had
Can I
my
see the
shirt.
belt higher? Because there's been a little bit of some here, like the Emma came out. And
Yeah, like I would do if it was
Is that-
higher, that's actually really,
Yeah, because higher's good.
I like higher.
Because here's the difference. Higher is like making a statement.
Yeah.
Because the dress is already fitted enough. Like you're not, but higher is definitely like your street style now.
Yeah, this is cool.
You look
Also,
good.
I would even do 2 belts.
Yeah. So higher is cool. It's cool.
Yeah. And then let's see with the jacket on top with the high belt. I'm super
Higher
into
is
this
good.
idea. Making a faux.
Faux here.
Yeah. So that works, and also kind of gives it a little 90s spin too. Yeah. Yeah, so higher.
The higher is good.
I'm okay. I stand corrected.
Yeah, but it's higher. But that's
Yeah.
the thing. I think that, all we're saying here is that part of the discovery of figuring out what your style is understanding why things in your closet have irritated you, or why you saw something, online, you saw it on Instagram or wherever, and you thought that you were coming home and really replicating the idea of what that look was, and you just got it off that little bit. And so things like putting that belt right at that waist right there, yes, of course you can do it, but it makes it a little more average. And if you are really interested in telling a story about yourself, telling a creative story about yourself for sure, imagine you're going into a meeting and you're trying to get a job at any place that values creativity, and honestly that could really be a bank nowadays, because people have got to think in a creative way because there are enough robots out there to do all the math on computers. So creativity is really important. So if you went into that meeting and you've got that belt and it's around your waist, you're like that nice dressed person for sure that came in for the meeting. But when you put the belt up higher, or when you go without the belt, there's something just a little more interesting, a little more creative. It's the subtle things that we're trying to help you here with pointing out, because there have been enough shitty fashion shows on TV, on reality, that have told you all the ridiculous, obvious stuff, put a belt on it and you're have a waistline. It's really no shit. So, this is about that level up stuff that really kind of separates, fashion from style.
Also, if you want to even level up even further, you can take that same heat press sweater, bring that belt up like we showed you before, and then you've got another additional layer.
And you're wearing a long skirt.
And what's great about the Liam, the reason why we gravitate towards the Liam so much is because it's actually a fun game to see how many layers you can incorporate here.
Yeah, and what's great, the Liam, it doesn't, a lot of times, when you're wearing a big sweater under a jacket, you either need a raglan sleeve or a drop sleeve. So
Yes.
This has the sleeve that drops right off the shoulder. So this is one where you're going to email customer care at Tibi and not anyone else. But if you call customer care and you're I got this jacket, but who the hell are these shoulders made for? They're actually made for you. It's just meant to come off of the shoulder. We didn't think that you were playing for the New England Patriots. We just wanted to give you a nice drop shoulder there.
I love this. And also, again, if you want level up, you can throw a shoulder pad underneath the sweater, because we love that.
Maybe
If
that
you
looks
want
out.
to get some removable shoulder pads, the boutique still has some, right?
Yes, and what's good about the shoulder pads from the boutique is, we did these sculpted tops for spring, and we did jackets that had this sculpted shoulder pad in it. So this one has a light shoulder pad, but it's not a sculpted shoulder pad. This is a regular traditional shoulder pad. But we did do the ones for spring that were super interesting. And in the boutique, we have those for sale as little shoulder pads, and they're really cool. It's kind of like weird little horns on your shoulder, but in a good way.
And just to show you how supple and malleable this sweater is, like you can even take that same detail that we did before, maybe with a high-waisted trouser, not with this dress, but
It's not bad with the dress.
I don't mind it with the dress either, actually. Cheek. So if you decide you want to layer with your dress and you're cold in the office, but you want to give yourself a little bit more waist, you can bring it up super high, keep it kind of in that dorky realm. It's still very
It makes
chic.
sense that we're liking this because we liked a lot of shrugs and everything
Yes.
for spring. So I think the fact that we're liking this proportion here and there, it makes sense.
So again,
that feels good.
you just take 2 ponytails and tie it, just like we did with the other one. So yeah, which I love.
Cool.
This is like such a case for the sweater. I'm gonna get both colors now. It's just.
And this dress too would really look nice and dorky with the loafers as well. And I mean, loafers are it for a while, guys. If you go on to Vogue.com, look at the new runway shows. I always look at the men's shows, and of course they're faux runway right now. But loafers feel so good. If you look at the brand Rude, Rhude, that's a streetwear brand. It's based out of LA, but they did a whole like twist on kind of men's classics meets streetwear, and it was all done with loafers, and it just like gives us interesting like grounding right now, and it is the new sneaker, so it's really good. Oh, we got a fuck you.
Oh really? Oh, for what?
I don't know. Someone just randomly types in.
Oh
fuck
man,
you.
gotta love an internet troll. Cool.
Who does that? Like,
I don't know,
anyways.
some random 15-year-olds that should be on TikTok. So yeah, looks great. Even here, you can even do it with like a flip flop as well. If you want to do something high summer without the layer underneath, you can also do that too. This is a jacquard, so it's something that's really, really transitional. And even try a long sleeve underneath.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's all I have today.
All right. So one more. Someone asked about the jeans again. So these are from the fall collection. If you want them, Silver, Ashton, or Teresa can put them aside for you. And the t-shirt is in the current collection, and it comes in men's as well. And the jeans are backwards and forwards. You can be like me and screw up and wear them backwards half the day like I did. But they zip in the back. You've got the 2 belt pockets in the back and 2 in the front, just to be safe in case you need 4 pockets on your jeans. So thank you guys. We're going to save this.
We are going to save this. Fingers
And
crossed.
I'm not going to screw it up. I'm going to hit
If
end.
not, we're going to re-record.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay.